guys, I'm Brian.
I'm Mike.
Welcome to the Stub Club. We are doing Thor Ragnarok today. And this movie is the best Thor movie.
Well, yeah.
By far.
Phenomenal.
Because you've seen our... I think I gave a higher praise. I think I gave higher praise to Thor: The Dark World than I did the first Thor movie. I thought the first Thor movie was almost pretty trash, in all honesty. We got Thor 1, which was okay. I'm gonna give it a little bit because the first one, fish out of water story. He's on Earth. He doesn't want to be there, but he adapts and stuff like that.
And then Thor 2.
Thor 2, trash. Malekith. Best part about the movie was Loki, and Loki died, which is funny.
Wow.
Oh, dude, in all honesty, I got really bored of Loki after Thor 2.
So, this one.
So, finally, we get to Thor Ragnarok, and the promos always have Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
They have these... This is... The best way to describe this is 80s rock cover movie. The 80s rock cover movie. Guardians 1 was the 60s exploitation film, kind of. And then Guardians 2 was 70s, 80s exploitation with all the pretty colors and stuff like that. This is the 80s rock.
I feel like they're following a theme with their movies, so I feel like Captain Marvel's going to be 90s.
Oh, they are. It is
oh,
already.
Yeah. Take my money.
Have you seen... So what's cool, if you look at these posters that they've done for Thor, Black Panther, and Avengers, they all have the same theme going, where it's just a bunch of colors with either the main character or a bunch of other characters, and they're all doing, and it's all like kind of going like kind of a circle. Black Panther was
significance.
It's beautiful art.
Yeah.
Because the other ones are like, Captain America is standing there with the shield and stuff like that. And then and then it's Captain America and Iron Man and stuff like that, and Spider-Man was him resting on the. Was him resting like this and stuff like that with his Spider-Man suit on and his debate team. But anyways, this movie was such a difference than the other Thor movies. So this is directed by Taika Waititi, I think his name is. I know his last name is Waititi. I don't know what his first name is. I'm pretty sure it's Taika. But he's a weird director. He's an odd director. And what's cool about this movie is that it was done almost solely in improv.
Oh, really?
They said 80% of the script was improv.
Oh, wow.
Improvised.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it begins. Thor's looking for the Infinity Stones, and he ends up getting captured by Surtur, who is the Asgardian killer. He's supposed to kill this. It's called Ragnarok. There's obviously going to be something with the world ending. That's what Ragnarok means. Yeah. Or at least Asgard. And so the whole part of this thing, it starts off with Thor talking to himself. He's talking to a skeleton, but he's talking to himself. He's
all chained up like Kratos.
How do you think I got here? You just want to play that game.
I do. Itch, Brian.
But he's talking, and he's just like, "Oh, you want to know how I got here? How does Thunder God get caught like this? Put in chains and then wrapped up here." And then the cage opens. He falls. He sees Surtur, and he goes, "Thor, God of Thunder," and he goes, "Son of Odin," and he goes, "Surtur, son of a bitch, you're alive. I thought you were dead." So a whole bunch of exposition, but every time that it starts going with the exposition, Thor's chain keeps going like this and turning around, so he's facing a different way, and so he waits until he gets back turned around for Surtur to keep continuing talking. So it's just so funny.
Oh my god, this movie's awesome.
Then he calls Mjolnir, Mew, and this whole fight starts with he starts using Mjolnir like you want to see it, because like in the other movies, like it's cool to see him throw it. But he's actually like bashing all these demons and stuff like that. Yeah. And boom, just going crazy with it. And the entire time they're playing Immigrant Song. And it's beautiful. It's actually really cool to look at because they get this close up on Mjolnir as it's circling Thor. And it's just going through people and all this stuff. It's going through all the demons, and it comes right back to him. And there's this big ass dragon, of course.
Of course.
He kills Surtur. I don't know how he does it. He just kills Surtur. And then this dragon's chasing him. And then we meet Scourge. And because Heimdall's gone. And we'll get more into that. Heimdall's gone. So Scourge is there now. And he's the keeper of the Rainbow Bridge.
Bifrost.
The Bifrost. And so he's just like, Heimdall, I need you. And Thor's calling for Heimdall and Scourge. And he has these two girls who are like, my stuff, because he got it all from Earth and stuff like that. And he has a shake where he's going like this with it. He's going crazy with it. And finally, he opens up the Bifrost, and freaking Thor goes through, and then all of a sudden you see the dragon's head come through, and it just covers these women in guts and stuff like that. Gross, disgusting. So that happens. We go to Asgard, and they're putting on a play that's called The Tragedy of Loki. And it's showing how Loki died. Who's Born Ultimatum? Who's born? Jason Bourne?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon's in this movie. The guy that's playing Odin in this little play is he's the doctor from Jurassic Park.
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill's Odin in this
right.
little play. And then they got Liam Hemsworth to do Thor. So this is all happening, and it's so stupid. It's so funny though. It's all going to hell, and Odin's there just clapping like this. He's just so happy. And then Thor comes in. He throws the hammer like this. He grabs Odin by the neck, and he's just like, my hammer won't stop to get back to my hand, even if it's through your face. So here comes Mjolnir, and it's this close. Like, all right, I'll give. So he pushes away Odin, which it turned out to be Loki.
In disguise.
Loki in disguise. And it's just, you have to see this movie. It really sucks trying to describe this because there's so much of this movie to describe.
It's such a good movie.
So we're going to continue on a little bit. They meet Doctor Strange, and they're doing this whole thing in the Sanctum Sanctorum. He keeps, so if you remember from our Doctor Strange review, the final end scene was Thor being helped by Doctor Strange, and he keeps refilling the beer for him. That actually is in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
But they go farther into it. Because what Doctor Strange keeps doing is he keeps teleporting Thor. And every time he does it, Thor gets sicker and sicker, and he keeps hitting things. And it gets more violent and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And finally, the end of it, because he keeps like, oh, you're just here to look for Odin, where I'll help you. The final one is the best. Because he teleports, and all you see is Thor rolling down the stairs. Like, what the hell? What keeps happening?
Oh, man.
So while this is all going on, I didn't tell you this part, but Doctor Strange created a portal, and Loki's been falling.
Oh, yeah,
in this portal
infinitely.
He's been falling infinitely, like just in blackness, probably. But
One
whatever.
of my favorite parts.
He's just like, oh, can you bring back Loki? Well, no. First, he goes like this to grab Mjolnir, which is just a umbrella for right now, and all you hear is just crashing and clanging and stuff like that because you can tell that he's breaking everything, and all you see Thor goes, sorry. He finally gets it, and then he's like, "Can I have my brother back?" And all of a sudden, you see Loki just boom hit the ground, and you're just like, "I have been falling for 30 minutes." This movie's so good.
It is.
And he's about to attack Doctor Strange, and he puts him through the portal and stuff like that.
Falls again.
They finally find Odin. Odin passes away. So spoiler alert, Odin passes away.
Wow.
And then you meet Hela.
Who is
Thor and Loki's sister.
the firstborn.
The firstborn. And she's played by Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
And Kate Blanchett is chewing scenery in this.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't love this role. I don't know how she did it so well then.
Yeah.
Like, she had to love this role because everything. She shoots swords out of her freaking hand.
Mm-hmm.
She just boom right
that
through
crown
people.
she's got. It's like this, and then it just
antlers.
It's like,
and
how do
stuff
you
like
fit
this.
through the door with that? You gotta turn sideways?
So what's crazy? She destroys Mjolnir.
Yeah, Thor throws it at her and she
catches
grabs it,
And she does this little look. She's like, and she smiles.
shatters it.
And I'm like, oh my god, there's no way. So they call. So Loki calls for the Bifrost. They start going, and of course, who follows them is Hela. So that's all happening. What? Back
to Asgard.
Back to Asgard. But what happens is Hela hits out Loki, and then hits out Thor. So they're basically falling through space.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then Hela gets to Asgard, and she's just like, "It's good to be home." And then it cuts to Thor, and he hits the ground, and he's on the planet Sakaar.
Yeah.
So he gets taken away by what we come to know is her name is Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm.
They don't ever give her an actual name. Her name is Valkyrie, though.
Yeah.
And we meet one of the best characters in this movie, Jeff Goldblum, as the Grand Master.
He's pretty good. But my favorite character out of this movie is
We haven't got to him
you
yet,
know
have
what
we?
I'm talking
So,
about.
but no, he's so good, and it's just Jeff Goldbluming up.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing.
Yeah,
Like
he's pretty good.
the first part, like he's. So what's funny is that Thor's going through this thing where you can hear pure imagination from Willy Wonka in the background. He's just like, "Welcome to Sakaar," and you hear da na
Oh God.
da na da na, and he's just like, so he's just going through this thing. It's like a portal or something. And you hear like the Clash of the Champions and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
they give you the episode, the whole origin of the Grandmaster and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, it gets faster and faster and faster, and all you hear is Thor go, "Ah!" just screaming.
Then isn't he just like sitting in a chair,
Yeah,
staring in the room?
he's just sitting there. He's just like, just looking around, and then you see Jeff Goldblum just like, just looking at him. And he's just like, "Oh, I like him." And I'm like, "Oh my god, it's Jeff Goldblum."
Sexy Jeff Goldblum.
And he's just like, because Thor's getting all mad. He's like, "I am the god of thunder," and he could break out of this thing and just magnetically goes back, and he's just like, "Damn it!" And he's just Jeff Goldblum in this movie is just so Jeff Goldblum. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah.
Like it's hilarious, but it's like, oh my god, he's so Jeff Goldblum. And he has this line in it because he kills a guy, and he's just like, "You have been redeemed," or what is it? Something like this, like he's been freed. Yeah, you've been freed, and he goes like, "Freed from life," and he hits him with this thing and disintegrates the guy.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Oh, it's getting on my shoes. Look at it, it's on my shoes." So they continue going, and he's being a DJ for a party. The Grandmaster's DJing for a party, just like, on this world, I'm 10,000. On this world I'm 10,000 years old. On any other world, and he just looks at him. He's like, and he goes back to DJing, and it's just like, oh my god.
Damn.
He sees Loki. Loki's there. They have this whole thing. He gets thrown into prison.
Mm-hmm.
He meets Korg.
This is my favorite character.
Korg is great. I love Korg. He's actually played by the director.
Hey mate, it's good time.
He's just like, "Hello, my name's Korg. I run this place. I am the leader of the gladiators." And so they're doing this whole thing. They're walking around and they're walking in the thing. And it's just like, because Thor starts running, and then he ends up right back next to Korg, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, this room's like a circle, but not like a circle. It's like a weird circle." And he's just so weird.
It's so good.
So finally, they have this whole confrontation where, because Loki's the one that put Odin on Earth,
Yeah.
and they have this whole confrontation where Loki comes in to the prison, the brig, and Thor throws something at him, but it goes right through Loki, so it's obviously like not really him. It's like a hologram, whatever they want to call it. And he keeps throwing stuff. He's like, "I want to apologize," and stuff like that. And Thor's just not listening to him. And all of a sudden, when the whole conversation's over, all you hear is, "Don't, piss off, Ghost!" And Korg kicks the wall. "Piss off, Ghost!" So the whole thing then with Thor being on Sakaar is that he has to fight the Grandmaster's champion. And if you've seen the trailer, you've seen who it is. It's the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
The first time we've seen Hulk since Avengers: Age of Ultron. So they have this whole fight. It's an awesome fight. It's cool. Yeah. It's cool to watch. Obviously Thor loses when he was about to win. Actually, he was about to beat the Hulk. He loses though
because they cheated.
They cheated because he has this little thing that keeps shocking him.
Yeah.
So we're gonna skip a little bit. They escape. Hulk turns back to Bruce Banner. So
Bruce Banner doesn't know where he's at.
They escape on the. They get Valkyrie and Loki, and they escape on the Grandmaster's luxury cruiser where he has his birthday parties and orgies. And they're like, "Don't touch anything." So there's this whole chase scene. It's really cool. And then they go through this portal, which brings them back to Asgard, but they call it the Devil's Anus. And they're just like, I didn't know it was called that before I chose to go through there. They go through it. We're speeding up a little bit because we don't have that much time. They get back to Asgard. They have this whole fight. Hela brings back the very first army that Odin and Hela ever
fought.
Had together.
Oh.
They had the very first Asgardian army. Because they've been buried under the palace for ages upon ages, and even Hela's giant wolf, Fenrir is down there, and so there's this whole fight. They're doing a revolution. Korg is there. They're bringing Korg. They're getting everybody out of Asgard. While Thor is fighting Hela, and the Hulk beat the shit out of that dog. The fight's awesome. You have to see it. In all honesty, it's out right now. I don't own it. I'm mad at myself that I don't own it.
I'm mad that you don't own it too. I'm mad I don't own it.
Yeah. So the whole thing is they can't beat Hela, but how they're going to do it is that they have the crown of Surtur, and the way that he can be brought to life is that they put it into the flame of Asgard. So Loki puts it in the flame, puts the crown in the flame of Asgard, and all of a sudden Surtur is boom. He's back and he's huge and he's bigger than all of Asgard. And you see him drive the sword down right through Asgard, and you see him basically kill Hela.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden you see Asgard just crumble, and you hear Korg going. He's just like, we have the foundation. We will make this a new sanctuary for everybody. And all of a sudden you see boom, just destroyed. And you're just like, oh nope, the foundation's gone. So that all happens.
They escape.
All of Asgard's on this giant ship now.
They go into space.
They're in space now. Thor is officially the king. His eye's gone now because Hela basically
messed him up
right through, and he looks like Odin.
Yeah.
But his staff there. Heimdall is a criminal of the throne. That's basically what they say, because we never talked about that. The reason why Heimdall doesn't have the sword anymore for the Bifrost is because he's a criminal.
Yeah.
But he tries getting everybody out. He tries getting everybody out of Asgard. So that's the whole thing with Heimdall. So it's the Hulk, Valkyrie, who was really good. I actually really liked her.
Yeah.
Thor, Loki, surprisingly enough, Heimdall, and Korg, and his little buddy. I can't remember his name.
Porgy.
What?
Is it Porgy?
I don't think so. Porgy? No.
Something ends with an E sound.
But so the two ending credit scenes. One is Thor and Loki. They're talking about how they're going to go to Earth, and Loki's like, they're not going to accept me back. He's just like, with my help, they will. And all of a sudden, you see Thanos' ship.
Yes.
You see Thanos' ship, and it cuts. And unfortunately, I don't remember the other.
I can't remember the other one either.
The other, what's it called? The other
Credit scene.
credit scene. Hold on, give me 1 second, because it'll be fast. But anyways, Mike, what do you think about this movie?
I really liked it. I think it was better than the last two.
Well, yeah.
In my opinion. But that's just my opinion. I think it was really good. I love the Korg. My favorite. What do you got on it?
So
Space phone.
one. Oh, the other one is the revolution on Sakaar was successful, and the Grandmaster walks out of this door, and he's looking at everybody that's going to basically come to kill him. He's just like, "Congratulations on the revolution, hooray!" And it cuts.
Yeah,
so,
that was right.
so that was the other scene. Didn't really mean anything, but the big scene in that
was
basically
Thanos'
the
ship
biggest-
coming into coming into view.
the biggest scene in the entire movie was that.
Yeah.
But anyways, this movie was so much fun. It showed what a Thor movie should be.
Yeah.
Not taking it so serious, like
Oh,
because
yeah.
the other two movies were so serious.
Yeah.
Not taking it so serious, just joking around with everything. I've been falling for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
The fights were cool. The action was awesome. The comedy was just outlandish. It was amazing. 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Thank you guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. We still have that Yondu going.
We're getting really tired of having this Yondu in here.
Yeah.
Just
Take it.
comment on it. You know what to
Your
do.
Infinity Stone.
Favorite Infinity Stone and why. A lot of people have been commenting on it, their favorite Infinity Stone, but they haven't been saying why.
Yeah.
So we need
Stone
and why. Or just stone.
Just stone.
Whichever you're feeling.
Whichever way. But
Now,
anyway,
if
guys.
you want to entertain us and put something funny as why it is, then
yeah,
it's
fun.
more than welcome.
Have fun. Thanks, guys.
Bye.